Alright, as someone who's been listening to reggae since before it was cool to the mainstream, this is personal. These songs were always brilliant, always important. The world just took too long to notice. Let's count it down. Number 10, Police in Helicopter. John Holt, 1983.
How you feeling?
Picture this. It's 1983. Jamaica is deep in political violence. The police are using helicopters to surveil poor neighborhoods. And John Holt, one of the smoothest voices in reggae, releases this song.
Lighters, I wanna see all the lighters in the house. Light up your tele.
Police in Helicopter is a protest song disguised in that classic Studio One sound. John Holt sings about surveillance, police brutality, and the militarization of poor communities with a delivery so calm, it almost hides how radical the lyrics are.
Hey, look in the sky. Light up all the lights.
The Facts, produced by Sugar Minot on his youth promotion label. Released in 1983, it got play in Jamaica and in UK reggae circles, but it wasn't a massive crossover hit.
Light up your lighters. Hey, hey. Police in helicopter.
John Holt was already known for romantic tracks like The Tide is High and Help Me Make It Through the Night. This political side caught some people off guard. Fun fact, the song has been sampled and covered multiple times since the 2000s, including by artists in the UK grime scene. It's now taught in Caribbean studies courses as an example of reggae as social commentary.
Soldiers in the fields, burning.
Why it was slept on. Mainstream radio, especially in the US, wasn't playing conscious reggae in the 80s unless it was Bob Marley. John Holt's softer vocal style made people underestimate how hard the message was.
They calling me, but if you continue to burn up the herbs, we gonna burn down.
And the song wasn't on a major label with international distribution. By the time people recognized it as a classic, John Holt had passed away in 2014. But the song, it's eternal now.
Ganja, 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 ganja.
You hear it at protests, you hear it in documentaries, you hear it in reggae history playlists. Sometimes the most powerful songs take time to find their moment. Number 9, Ring the Alarm, Tenor Saw, 1985. If you know dancehall, you know this song. If you don't, you're about to. Ring the Alarm was released in 1985 on the legendary Stalag Rhythm, one of the most important instrumental tracks in reggae history. Tenor Saw, real name Clive Bright, was only 21 years old when he recorded it. The song has this raw, urgent energy. Tenor Saw's voice is rough and real. The rhythm is hypnotic. It's pure dancehall at its foundation. The Facts, produced by Sugar Minot. Again, this man was essential in the 80s, released on youth promotion. The song was huge in Jamaica immediately. Sound systems played it nonstop. But outside of Caribbean communities in London and New York, most people had never heard of it. Fun fact, Tenor Saw died in 1988 at age 23 under mysterious circumstances in Houston, Texas. He never got to see how influential this song would become. By the 1990s and 2000s, Ring the Alarm was being studied in music schools. Artists like Nicki Minaj, Major Lazer, and MIA have referenced or sampled elements of it. The Stalag Rhythm itself has been used hundreds of times. Why it was slept on. Dancehall in the mid-80s was considered too raw, too ghetto for mainstream crossover. MTV wasn't playing it. Pop radio wasn't touching it. This was music for sound systems and for people who lived the culture. But the culture knew. And eventually, the world caught up. Tenor Saw is now considered one of the founding voices of modern dancehall, and Ring the Alarm is the song that proved it. Number 8, Diseases, Junior Reid, 1985. Junior Reid is a legend, voice like gravel wrapped in honey, conscious lyrics, Rastafarian to his core. Diseases came out in 1985 on the One Blood label. The song is about spiritual sickness, social decay, and the need for righteousness. It's deep, it's heavy, and it's beautiful. The Facts, produced by Junior Reid himself along with various producers. The song had multiple versions released throughout the late 80s on different compilations. It was respected in reggae circles, especially among conscious reggae fans, but it didn't get the international push it deserved. Fun fact, Junior Reid later joined Black Uhuru as lead singer, replacing Michael Rose. That's how respected he was. Diseases has been re-released and covered multiple times, and it's now considered one of his signature tracks alongside One Blood.
Yeah, man. Yeah, enough respect, see?
Why it was slept on. Conscious reggae in the mid-80s was fighting against the rise of slackness, sexually explicit dancehall. Labels were pushing party tracks. Junior Reid was pushing spirituality. That doesn't always translate to commercial success in the moment. But the people who needed to hear it, they heard it. And decades later, Diseases is on every essential conscious reggae playlist. Number 7, Bam Bam, Sister Nancy, 1982.
Can't understand one thing Nancy can't understand. What make them a
Okay, this is the example. This is the one everyone points to when they talk about reggae songs that got slept on.
I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation.
Sister Nancy, Offlin Russell Delevant, recorded Bam Bam in 1982 when she was just 18 years old. She's the sister of Brigadier Jerry, another dancehall legend.
Bam, bam, what a bam, 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 bam.
The song was built on the Stalag rhythm. Yes, the same one as Ring the Alarm. Bam Bam is about confidence, self-worth, not letting people tear you down.
What a bam, bam, what a bam, bam.
Sister Nancy's delivery is smooth but strong. The rhythm is hypnotic.
I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition.
The Facts, produced by Winston Riley at his Techniques label, released in 1982. It did well in Jamaica. It was a sound system favorite. But internationally, almost no one knew about it for decades. Fun fact, in the 1990s and especially the 2000s, Bam Bam exploded globally. It's been sampled by Kanye West, Lauryn Hill, Jay-Z, Nas, and dozens of other hip-hop artists. It appeared in the opening scene of the TV show Pen 15. It's on workout playlists, movie soundtracks, and commercials.
In a Princeton 6, I not see right the Christmas lyrics when you hear them.
By the 2000s, Sister Nancy was touring internationally and getting recognition she should have received in 1982. Why it was slept on. Sister Nancy was a woman in a male-dominated dancehall scene. Female MCs in the early 80s didn't get the same push or respect. The song was considered nice, but not essential, and international distributors weren't investing in Jamaican female artists. But the song never went away. It kept circulating. It kept being played. And when hip-hop started digging through reggae crates in the 90s, they found gold. Sister Nancy is now called the first female dancehall DJ, and Bam Bam, it's one of the most recognizable reggae songs ever recorded. Justice, delayed, but delivered. Number 6, Soon Forward, Gregory Isaacs, 1979. Re-released through the 80s, Gregory Isaacs, the Cool Ruler, one of the greatest voices in reggae history. Soon Forward was originally recorded in the late 70s and re-released on various compilations throughout the 80s. It's a lover's rock anthem, smooth, tender, the kind of song you slow dance to at 2 a.m. when the party's winding down.
In a time like this, yeah, I know.
The Facts, produced by multiple producers over different versions. Sly and Robbie did one version, other producers did others. Gregory Isaacs had dozens of hits in the 80s.
Oh no, 'cause tonight is the night.
But Soon Forward was always a deep cut. It wasn't his most commercially pushed track.
Please don't let me wait.
Fun fact, over time, Soon Forward became one of Gregory's most beloved songs among true reggae fans.
Forward it, yeah. So turn me on.
It's now considered a classic example of lovers rock, the romantic, soulful side of reggae that Jamaica and the UK both embraced.
Now, turn your limbs down low now.
Why it was slept on. Gregory Isaacs had so many hits that some of his best songs got overshadowed by his more commercially successful tracks like Night Nurse.
No more.
Soon Forward was too smooth, too understated for mainstream radio that wanted upbeat dancehall or protest anthems. But lovers rock fans, they always knew. And now everyone else knows too. Number 5, Under My Sensi, Barrington Levy, 1984.
Fix it down, boss.
Wait, hold on. Under My Sensi was actually a hit when it came out, so why is it on this list? Because while it was big in Jamaica and the UK, it was criminally ignored in the United States.
All over me, Babylon does all over me. All over me, Babylon.
And even in markets where it charted, it wasn't given the credit it deserved as one of the foundational dancehall tracks of the 80s.
Real thing. The real thing.
The Facts, produced by Jaw Screw, Jaw Life, released in 1984. The song is about marijuana, spirituality, and the Rastafarian relationship with herb.
I don't need no cocaine, it'll mess up my brain. I needed the real thing.
Barrington Levy's voice, that distinctive rough, smooth delivery, made it unforgettable.
Come on and give me the grass. When I needed the grass, I needed the real.
Fun fact, Under My Sensi has been sampled and interpolated countless times, including by Shine on Bad Boys, 2000. That sample introduced an entire generation of hip-hop fans to Barrington Levy. He's now recognized as one of the most influential reggae/dancehall artists of the 80s. Why it was slept on in some markets. American radio wasn't playing songs about weed in 1984, not from Jamaican artists anyway.
They take my sensi all over me, Babylon dust all over me. Oh no!
The song's subject matter made it impossible to get mainstream airplay, and MTV, forget it.
Oh, see it. Oh.
But the culture carried it, and when hip-hop validated it in the 2000s, the world finally caught up. Number 4, Voyeur Trouble, Charlie Chaplin, 1982. Charlie Chaplin, not the silent film star, this is the Jamaican DJ. He was one of the early dancehall pioneers, and Trouble is a perfect example of early 80s dancehall toasting. The Facts, released in 1982, produced on various rhythms throughout the early 80s. Charlie Chaplin's style was smooth but sharp. He could ride a rhythm like few others. Trouble wasn't a massive crossover hit, but it was a sound system staple. Fun fact, Charlie Chaplin later became a born-again Christian and stopped performing secular music. But his early dancehall work, including Trouble, is now studied as foundational to the genre's development. Why it was slept on? Early 80s, dancehall was too new, too experimental for mainstream audiences. People were still getting used to the shift from roots reggae to this faster, more aggressive sound. Charlie Chaplin was ahead of his time. By the time people recognized his influence, he'd already moved on to gospel music. Number 3, Living in the Footsteps of Another Man, Frankie Paul, 1984. Frankie Paul, the voice. That's all you need to say. Born blind, Frankie Paul had one of the most emotionally resonant voices in reggae history. Living in the Footsteps of Another Man is a heartbreak song, a man singing about a woman who still loves someone else. It's devastating. The Facts, produced by Henry Junjo, Laws on the Sada Masagana Rhythm, released in 1984. It was a hit in Jamaica and in UK reggae communities, but it didn't break through internationally the way it should have. Fun fact, the song has been covered and versioned dozens of times. It's now considered one of the great lovers rock tracks of the 80s. Frankie Paul died in 2017, but his voice lives forever. That's why it was slept on. Frankie Paul was so prolific that some of his best songs got buried under the sheer volume of his output. He recorded hundreds of tracks in the 80s.
Yeah. I'm big up Barrington, don't worry yourself.
Living in the Footsteps was brilliant, but it was competing with his own catalog. Now, it's recognized as a masterpiece. Number 2, Rumors, Gregory Isaacs, 1988. Another Gregory Isaacs track, because the man was that important. Rumors came out in 1988, near the end of the decade. It's a song about gossip, lies, and people trying to tear you down. Gregory's delivery is smooth as silk, but there's an edge underneath. The Facts, produced by Gussie Clarke at Music Works Studio in Jamaica. The song did well in Jamaica and the UK, but it didn't get the international crossover that Gregory's earlier hit Night Nurse, 1982, achieved. Fun fact, Rumors has aged incredibly well. In the streaming era, it's become one of Gregory's most played tracks on Spotify and YouTube. New generations are discovering it and recognizing its brilliance. Why it was slept on. By 1988, the music industry was shifting. Digital dancehall was taking over. Lovers rock was being pushed to the margins. Gregory Isaacs was still making brilliant music, but the commercial machinery had moved on to the next thing. The fans never left, and now the world is back.
All right, C-Trends fam, let's keep it real. We're pouring our hearts into bringing you the best celebrity news and music deep dives. What? Check it. A massive 98% of you aren't subscribed yet. Subscribing is how you can truly support us, helping us grow and create even better content. If you're vibing with what we do, take a sec to hit that subscribe button. It's free and makes a huge difference. Plus, ring that notification bell so you never miss out. Let's flip that 98% and build this C-Trends family together. Your support is everything.
Number 1. World of Music, Ini Kamoze, 1983. Ini Kamoze, voice like no other, flow like no other. World of Music is a masterpiece. Released in 1983 on the World of Music Rhythm, produced by Sly and Robbie, this song is genre-defying. It's roots, it's dancehall, it's something entirely its own. Ini Kamoze's vocal delivery is hypnotic and rhythmic, almost like he's chanting and singing at the same time. The Facts, produced by Sly and Robbie for Island Records. The song got critical acclaim in reggae circles when it came out, but it didn't break through commercially outside of Jamaica and the UK. Fun fact, Ini Kamoze later had a massive international hit with Here Comes the Hot Stepper in 1994, over a decade later. But World of Music is the song true reggae heads point to as his greatest work. It's now considered one of the most innovative reggae tracks of the 1980s. Why it was slept on. It was too experimental, too weird, too ahead of its time. Radio didn't know what to do with it. MTV didn't know what to do with it. Even some reggae purists weren't sure what to make of Ini's style, but the song endured. And when people started looking back at 80's reggae innovation, World of Music was at the top of the list. Ini Kamoze created something timeless. It just took time for people to realize it.